Hey everybody, what's going on? How are you today? I hope you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful week, a wonderful month, and it's been a wonderful year for you. My name is Jay Solano, as you can see here, this bald-headed guy right here that you see on your screen is me. I am the owner of Rocket Income Tax, and I am the one providing this wonderful bookkeeping template for you to use for your small business. So that way you can be organized and take advantage of all the expenses that your business incurs during the year. So when you go file your taxes, you hand over this wonderful sheet over to your accountant, CPA, or tax preparer, or whoever does your taxes, or even if you do it on your own, this will save you time on everything that you do, so that way you don't have to be guessing at the time that you file your taxes. Let's go ahead and jump right into this quick tutorial training on showing you how to use the Excel sheet bookkeeping template. I'm going to make a separate video for the Google Sheets one, but they pretty much work the same way. So as you can see, once you download it, this is the generic version, and I'll explain what that means in a little bit. But right here, this is the welcome page. As you can see, if the bookkeeping becomes too much for you, obviously I have a quick message here letting you know, hey, if this is a second job for you to track your expenses and do your own bookkeeping and things like that, you're welcome to just copy paste this URL right here, and you can schedule a call for a free consultation. But let's jump into it. Right here, you have instructions, written instructions in case you forget, and you don't have to keep watching the video over and over. Totally up to you, but you will have access to this. Then moving on, you have your checklist. So every time, let's say for example, in January, when you come in and you record the income that your business makes, you can click this checkbox right here, and that marks it at complete once you put in all of the income you've made for the month of January. Same thing for expenses. File receipts just basically means that you're putting your receipts away, right? You're putting it in a shoebox or a folder, however you do that. The next thing that we want to look at, which is very important, is right here where there are the generic business expenses for a lot of businesses, right? The first thing you want to do is you want to put in your business name here. Please, please, please do not touch these here. Don't touch anything that's in white. I recommend only to change what's in yellow. I put in notes on here for you to follow the instructions. So pretty much, again, you put in your business name here. Let's say ABC Consulting, and my name is Jay Solano. It doesn't have to be caps. It's however you like. But once you update that, you're going to be able to tell that when you come here, you see how it's going to update the name of the business. See that? It updates that for you. So don't come in here and put your business name here. Please do not. As you can see, there's a formula that's in there, and if you go messing with this, it's going to change that formula. So we want to make sure that we do not do that. So name of the business and your name. Then as for the expenses, what you want to do is, let's say for example, hey Jay, you have these expenses here, but I don't see an expense for my specific business. Let's say for example, we're going to use example as an expense, right? So what you want to do is, you know what, let's make anything up. Let's say you're a truck driver, right? And you want to put in the interest for that you pay for the truck. So what you want to do is you want to right click on your mouse and you want to insert an entire row. There you go. And what you want to do is leave this blank, but you want to put the expense right here in this area. So let's say we said truck interest. Then you want to click here and you want to click at this bottom right hand corner and you want to drag this down, and it's going to copy. As you can see, it updated the numbers for you, right? So once you put that in, as you can see, it's line 34, right? Or expense type 34, truck interest. When you go to expenses to enter your expense and you choose what the category for the type of expense, as you can see, it's right here. See, so the system automatically added it to this page. You do not want to put your expenses here. You just want to choose the category, but you don't want to put the name of the expense. What you want to do is you want to put it the item. So let's say, for example, the one that we just added, right? Truck interest, and you want to put the monthly truck interest payment. Let's say, for example, right? You can put in today's date or whichever date that it happened. So if you're going back on doing your bookkeeping, then you want to put the date for that receipt. So let's say 3/3, and I'm gonna say 2024, but I'm gonna put in 24. As you can see, it logged in the month for you, right? Do not change this. Just put in your date. Do not change this here. Then you put in the amount. Let's say that your truck payment was $1,000 and 250 of that was the interest payment. And if you have any notes that you want to put in, you can definitely put in there. You can make this bigger if you like. But again, don't change the formulas or anything like that. Once you do that, you'll be able to see that if you go to expense overview, it logged it in. Now, you don't see anything in 2023 because obviously it's not for the 2023 years. It's going to show it for the 2024 year. The same thing as 2025. Made this for the last 3 years for you guys. So one good option that you have is if you come here, you can display 2024 and there it shows it at the top. But please, please do not change the formulas. This is meant to be blank, so leave it as is. This is where you would put in your income. So let's say, for example, if you're a truck driver or whatever it is, you put in the income that you made for that day. You can track it as per day or per transaction. I recommend a per day. So if you had, let's say, 2 trips, if you're a truck driver and you had 2 trips that day, and each trip was $250. So you want to put in, let's say that, if you live in Jersey and you had a trip from Jersey down to Florida, you can put however you want to name it, Florida trip. The invoice number you can make up, or if someone gives you a receipt, you can put in that invoice number there. You can put in the date. Again, let's say that was on the 1st of March. You see, it populates. And then, like I mentioned, since you're doing a daily tracking, then you want to put $500 because even though it was 2 trips for $250 each, you want to put in the total there. Once you do that, again, this is meant to be blank here. But if you go to income overview, you'll be able to see the 500 right there. And again, you can switch this to 2024 if you want, whatever year you want to have. And what's great about this is that it gives you the overview of the income, but it also gives you the overview of the expenses. And then you get a profit overview. You don't see anything in 2023 because we haven't entered any transactions. But if you change it to 2024, there you go. It's letting you know the expense that you had, letting you know your sales, right? And then it's letting you know the totals and what your profit is, what you're profiting. This will save you a bunch of times. If you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up. But it's that easy. All you got to do is go in, put in your income, and then put in your expenses. And if you second guess anything on the instructions, again, I have included instructions here for you. Have a wonderful day. Again, hit me up if you have any type of questions.